What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Hopin' and Copin'. Lately, I've been kind of like going through my own, stage of my bipolar, which, as anybody who has bipolar, you go through different stages. Your manic stage. My manic stage is that, I get all these ideas and I'm like, yeah, that one's a good one, and, I put this great old plan together, and, which, granted, they are really good ideas, I can come up with that, but, then after I go through that manic part, I end up crashing hardcore. So, I've been in a real depressive state, and when I get into my depressive states, they are, they're a pity depression. It's, that I'm alone, and I'll always be alone, and that, I'm dumb, I'm weak, that I have nothing to offer, that I'm not beautiful. It tells me a lot of shit. And, I tend to believe it. And when I get into those states of, being alone with myself, which is a fucking scary fucking place. It's definitely a scary place when, you're trapped inside of your mind and it's only you there. And it's the bad version of you. It's the version that, wants to keep you away from everyone else because they don't want you to be happy. In a sense, I thrive off pain. When I feel too much pain, that's when I want out of it, when I rise out of my shit and go full force for what I want. Which, it's good that I do that, but it sucks that I get myself into a place to be able to get out of that. I need to find the balance in it, and hey, I'm working on it. Every day is a work in progress, and every time I turn around, I'm hitting a different milestone, and, sometimes it can be a struggle, and a lot of times what I tend to tell myself is that I'm crazy, and that I'm the only one who goes through this, which in reality, that's not true. Subconsciously, I know that. I know that's not true, but consciously, I tell my mind that it is, or my mind tells me that it is, should I say. And, it's just so weird, going through this, because it's been different. I haven't felt like this in a really long time, and I guess like a lot of things, have come up to like trigger me into this mindset, trying to do the whole college thing, and I have been told by, previous people that I always try to compare my smart with a textbook or, a piece of paper saying that I graduated. And I do. I tend to put, being book smart over everything, which granted it's really good to be book smart. And, I get really hard on myself for not being smart, but in all reality, I never took the time to learn anything. When I was younger and in school, I didn't learn. I shut myself down while I was being in there because, I didn't want to sound stupid. I was a class clown. Like, I love to make people laugh, and I love to be goofy, and that's just one thing about me, is I can make other people feel great. I can make other people believe in themselves, but it's so hard to believe in me. I never take my own advice, but I'm very, very, very good at giving advice. I'm very good at figuring other people out, and I guess that's what kind of, in a way, keeps me sane with myself, which is why lately I think, I've been kind of struggling, because I switched jobs, and I don't do what I have done at my other job. And I know that probably didn't sound like proper English, so don't judge me of what I just said. I said I wasn't good at school. Anyways, I switched jobs, and, I'm not as active in people's lives as I used to be. So I'm kind of like sitting back and waiting for moments of, people getting referred to me. And, I sit with myself a lot. I'm in a different position around different people, and, I don't feel connected to the people that I'm around, and in a sense, I'm lonely there, and, it's a new place, new environment, and I'm a outgoing person when I know someone, but when I'm new and meeting people, I kind of like shut down a little bit. In a sense, I shut down because I like to feel out situations and who people are and how they react, and, and sometimes when people, like, full force come out who they, like, exactly who they are, which sometimes I envy those people, but sometimes it can be a lot for other people who are not used to that kind of, like, personality. So, yeah, I kind of tend to shut down when I meet new people, until I get the feel of who they are, and I feel comfortable enough to open up of who I am, which, hey, my personality is pretty cool. Like I said, when I come into people's lives and there's something that I can help with, hey, I do it. I do. I help people get down to the bottom of their issues, and I help them figure a way out of it. And I figure out my own stuff too. It just takes me time, and, sometimes talking to other people helps me figure out my own shit. But yeah, right now it's just new position. It's just all new for me, and like I said, I kind of sit by myself, so then I'm stuck with myself all day. So my mind, it, often drifts off and goes into a different direction, and the evil part of my brain, captures me in those moments, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get out. And, I'm glad that I'm starting to figure stuff out for me, and find my bossness, because I can be a boss. I can be a badass. I have been a badass, and deep down I still am a badass. It's just, something, I guess with the whole school thing, it knocked my, confidence off a little bit, and, I went into a show, and I was there for a little bit. It's so weird, because, like, talking to different people, and them telling me that I'm not alone in that aspect, even though I know deep down I'm not alone. Like I said, I make myself feel like I am alone. And, I was talking to my dad on the phone, and, I asked him what I was like as a kid, and, at first he was like, you are really rambunctious. Like, you can tell you just wanted to play. And, yeah, I did. I really did want to play. And I wanted to interact with people. And in ways, I felt like I got shut down because nobody wanted to play like I played. And then you feel alone. Whatever. I guess that's part of life. Learn through it, right? But then he was like, got to talking about, he said he was proud of where I am and, all I needed, that he felt that I needed to get myself back on the right track of, getting clean as, finding my confidence. And when he said that, something sparked is that I lost my confidence for a second, I got very insecure with myself and, insecure of not feeling smart and then insecure of not feeling sexy. Everyone wants to feel sexy. They want to feel needed. And, I remember always wanting to feeling sexy was that someone sexually wanted me, which is crazy, because not everybody is, after that, they like brains and all that, and just people's personality, and sometimes I still, relate to that as feeling sexy is by being sexually desired. I don't know why I'm like that. I can't tell you why I'm like that, but in a way, that's sad to think about, that a person can only be sexy if they're sexually desired by someone. And hey, I'll work through it like I work through everything else of, finding genuine happiness with myself. I keep on saying that I want to become a hippie. I want to be, peace, love, happiness, and fucking free. I'm tired of being trapped in my own mind. I'm tired of making myself feel, less important. And, I'm ready for a change. And I remember, in my early stages of recovery, when I was about to hit my year mark, I felt this way. And when I talked to my sponsor at the time, she said, "You're uncomfortable with yourself because your new self is coming through." And when she said that to me, the only thing that I could think about in that time is, being a caterpillar going into my cocoon to become my butterfly. And that's what it is, I am in the process of becoming my butterfly, but right now I'm in my cocoon. And I'm not sure how true this is, but someone once told me that, in reality, that when a caterpillar goes in their cocoon, that it is the most horrible fucking experience that they feel. That it feels like death in there. And I believe it, because when you're going into your cocoon to become this butterfly, it's miserable. So that's where I'm at. And I know over time, deep down, that everything will be alright. Right now, I'm just in my wound stage. I'm trying to, heal myself inside to out. And it's a process. And it's challenging. It's hard. Sometimes it doesn't feel possible. But I know that it is. And And I know that I have, the ability to pull myself out of it. I've done this a million times, and I'll probably do it a million more times. And, I always say that my higher power puts me in these situations so that way when someone comes into my life, I can be an inspiration for them. And stay blessed.